Well, hello there, everybody. How are you today? We hope you are good. This is the Psychic Spectrum Radio Show. And if you notice, we did not play our opening theme song today. And we're not going to play an outgoing theme song today because we're doing a test. So we will see what happens, and we may come up with a new theme song. We're not sure what we're going to
Well,
do yet.
I think we have to do something.
Yeah, well, we're not sure though.
Oh, that's funny. All that stuff you have down there looks nothing like what I was talking about. But okay.
Oh,
But anyhow, yes. Hello. How are you, people? Um, Today is Tuesday, right?
yeah.
Yes, I got the day right. Yay! Uh, and it is the 25th. And I hope you're all out there having fun, feeling healthy, being excited, doing something you want to do. Yeah, that one right there. That's the one.
This one?
No, there. That's the one. Or the one below it. Even. He's picking a picture for me. Anyway, hello to everyone out there. Hello to the ones that listen to us on the archives. We thank you for taking the time, either now or later, to take time out of your busy schedule to listen to us. That means a lot to us. And, hello to John in Tacoma, Johnny Dollar in New York, Derek, wherever you are. That was nice for him to come on my birthday and say happy birthday. I hope he's doing well down there and having fun, because he was in New Mexico, right, when he did that.
Yes.
Because that's where he lives,
That's
right?
where he lives now.
Yeah.
He used to live up here.
Around doing something, so I never know where Derek is. So it's kind of like Derek is kind of like my Jimmy Durante of, Mrs. Calabash, wherever you are.
Yeah.
This is like Derek, wherever you are. Hello. Oh, shoot. But anyway, and to all our showcase peeps, all our people around the world that are my peeps also, because you are my peeps. I'm like the mother hen. I'm old enough I can be a mother hen. And hopefully Skip and I will answer some questions today, help you out down the road of life a little further, and have some fun along the way while we do it. So let's look right at the numerology of today. So we got February the 25th, which is 3 days after my birthday.
Yeah.
Just so you know that. That means there's 362 days to my birthday. For the ones that don't know me, I count my birthday. It's a very important day to me. So what that comes to is a 9. So that's an endings and beginnings day today, which means you should be having maybe some things that will end, but other things will start. So don't look at it as a negative, because the minute you see it as an ending, that's when it becomes a beginning. So some things have got to end so that new things can start. So if a door shuts or a window shuts, nail that sucker shut and say, open a new one. You know what I mean? And since this is a world number 9, that kind of makes this day, it kind of amplifies it. So because, the 9 in the world is endings and beginnings, and we're certainly having and seeing a lot of that. So let's hope something good comes out of all that, and I'm sure it will. And brand new beginnings are kind of cool. Doesn't mean you stick with them or you finish them all, but brand new beginnings can make you maybe think different or see different or act different. Gives you the ability to do something different, or to experience something you never experienced before, or think of things in a way that maybe you never thought of before. It's a good thing. Doesn't mean you agree with all of it or you do any of it. A lot of things, like if you're a number 1 life path, those are brand new beginnings all the time. And it's like you'll have a lot of irons in the fire. You may not finish them all, but you'll be experiencing a lot of different stuff. So you take what you like and you throw the rest away, So a 9 day it's a good day. It allows you to say no to what you don't want and come on in with what you do want.
What's your life path?
Mine's a 3.
Okay.
Yeah. So, which if you think about, what am I this personal year? I'm a 6 and a 9. I'm a 6. Okay. So I'm going to be in service all year.
Good. I'm going to take a break.
Yeah. So that means, it's also a love number, a divorce number. Also an in-service number, which you can be in service in many, many ways. It's just not like being If you're a doctor, you're in service. You're a waitress, you're in service. You're a minister, you're in service. You hold a group like we do, we are in service. We do readings, we are in service. You talk and listen to people, that's being in service. Helping the elderly, that's being in service. So there's different ways to be in service. You're in the army, you're in service. Get it? Anyway, let's say hello to the ones that are on already. I see. Oh, Ginger, first timer. Welcome. Welcome. We will get to questions in a little bit. We definitely will get to that one. Crystal is on. Hi, Crystal. I hear you're moving to Issaquah. Skip kind of enlightened me on that. That's cool. Hi, Carol. Hope you're having a warm day. Not too warm, but a nice, comfortable day. Debbie is on. V's on. And Erica's on. Yes, Erica. I didn't answer your email, Erica, because we're still working on that. And if something comes through while we're on today, you definitely will give it. But I haven't really had time to sit down and do anything. You know, we've been like on the go, either with grandkids or birthday celebration or
work.
Yeah, I haven't sit down and done much of nothing except the stuff I had to do. So, anywho, what's going on with you?
Well, this Saturday, we
won't be on here.
No, we will not be on here with you live
first
on
Saturday
Saturday.
of the month again, so
First
that's gonna
Saturday
be
of
the
every
replay.
month, we have our Talking to the Other Side, where we do this as a group event, and it takes place at the Poodle Dog Restaurant in Fife.
In the Rainier Room.
In the Rainier Room. We just moved to a bigger room to accommodate the larger group. Anyhow, and we've added a little bit of time to the event. So you can go to psychicspectrum.com and check all that different changes out.
Also more seats.
Yeah, more seats.
Yeah.
So
yes, it's all on the website. So go there, check it out. I do like you to either text me and say I'm coming and how many are coming, or if you pay online, sign up online and pre-purchase, because I have to know how many seats. It's much better that way, because you might, come and I'll say, I'm sorry, the seats are all gone. So it's better if I know you're coming. Yeah,
even though we've added more seats, the seating is still limited. So if we sell out, we will turn people away from the door, because we have to, because of fire code.
Yeah. It's not, if it was my way, I'd say come on in, but we're under somebody else's advisement.
Remember when we had our store in Federal Way? Yeah. Our gift store? Yeah. And remember when we would do events, we had people sitting on the floors in the aisles and everything.
Yeah, we hope and pray the fire marshal didn't come.
I know.
Never did. I said, okay. Spirit took care of us.
Yeah.
Yeah, but when you're in somebody else's environment, you must follow their rules. So yeah, I see that. So just so you know, there are more seats, but not unlimited. Right. So it's better if I know you're coming.
We can reserve a seat for you. And if you pre-purchase your ticket online from our website at psychicspectrum.com, right there in the bottom, that will guarantee your seat.
Yes. So, or text me on the phone number on the website. 3340, and tell me you'd like to come and pay at the door, and how many are coming with you. I can do it that way too, but I have to have a number count.
Yes.
So the ones that have joined, well, we've been jacking our jaws. Jeannie came on. Hi, Jeannie. And Spencer and Karen, they're on. Yay.
And
Vicky from Hawaii. I didn't see that one. Aloha.
And Crystal said in response to your comment,
I hope to get out of here soon. Yeah, I would think, well, I don't know. I bet it's pretty up there where she is. I mean, you've probably got trees, and it's like a foresty thing, because she's up there next to the border, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's probably very pretty up there, but I can understand. I won't go into it here, but I understand why you're saying what you're saying. Oh, and Terry's on. Aloha from Maui. Wow.
Oh, we got one from Oahu and one from Maui
All right.
with us today. That's cool.
The only thing missing is us being in Hawaii.
The other thing that I wanted to say that you said, what's new with you, is I titled today's show as Big Changes Coming and You Need to Know.
Oh.
So I'm going to go into those. Why, what?
Are they things I know about?
Oh,
Lord.
Yeah.
I learn right along with you people.
Yeah, but it's things change on us so much, so soon, so fast. We are not ready for them.
Yeah, I went from young to old really quick.
So I'm going to give a really quick, short class on how to get prepared for them.
You can prepare yourself for changes,
Absolutely.
even spontaneous ones,
Yeah.
things you have no control over.
Yeah.
Alrighty then, I guess we'll learn.
Hmm.
Sounds good to me.
So what else do you got?
Well, let's get the stone out of the way. I was trying to find a happy stone because I just felt like we needed to be happy.
Pick up a rock, draw a little smiley
Smiley
face, and you
face,
got
oh,
a happy stone.
Yeah, you do.
Say hello to Mr. Happy Stone.
That's true. That's true. Well, I was thinking more in the way of a stone, not just that. But so I picked the opal, a firestone opal. It just made me happy. Can you show the picture, sweet pea?
Oh, I was reading something.
I always resonate towards that kind of picture.
Yeah.
And that kind of stone for an opal.
Yeah.
And it's called a firestone, and you can see why.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's got all those.
See the red right there on the bottom one? There's a red in it. There's oranges and yellows.
It looks like a firestone.
Red, orange, and yellow is a firestone, or firestone opal. It has to have red or orange or yellow.
I would think so.
Yeah.
Yes.
Which, before you do your explanation, is why I picked these. These are actual full color firestones. So, but
there's no red and orange in each one of those. Those are pretty much just one color. That's why I didn't like it.
Well, they're all red, or they're orange, or they're yellow.
Yeah.
And,
okay, I can see where you're going.
Yeah, and then they have the mixed ones like you have here.
Yeah, that's the ones I'm drawn to. Okay?
Yeah.
So what does that mean? Well, the spiritual meaning of an opal is a symbol of hope. That's why I wanted happiness, hope. Happiness to me. Hope is happiness.
Yeah.
If you're hopeful, you're happy that things are going to happen, right? It's also a symbol of transformation and intuition. So opal is believed to help you embrace positive change, enhance creativity, and connect with your inner wisdom.
Mm-hmm.
I also have heard that if opal is not your birthstone, that you shouldn't have it because it's bad luck.
Yeah, I've heard that and read that too.
I don't totally agree with it.
Why?
I mean, I don't wear it because it's not my birthstone, but I do have an opal ring.
Well, diamonds aren't your birthstone, and you have those.
True, but they don't have a bad luck associated.
I'm gonna get off cheap because I'm buying amethyst from now on.
Amethyst or opal, yeah. Anyway, so you can think the way you want on that one. I mean, I have an experience when I did wear. I will say when I wore the ring, for a while, I did lose a stone out of it, but it was an old ring. So I don't know whether that would have happened anyway but I took it off, replaced the stone. So it still looks pretty much like it did.
It's a very old ring.
Too. Yeah, it's a very old ring. Yeah. So I just took it off thinking I don't want to mess around with it. Anyway, so the affirmation I picked was, get this. Jeannie, listen up. I love you, Jeannie, but this is in response to one of your questions that I won't go into here. But Steve's on. Hi, Steve. I think, Erica, you can think about this too. But I release myself from versions of me that I created to survive. I think we all could resonate with that.
How come every time you say something profound, you look at me?
I'm looking at your facial response to what I say.
And I'm looking at you thinking, what the hell did I do wrong now?
Oh, God. No, I didn't mean it like that. No, but think about that. I release myself from versions of me that I created to survive.
Yeah.
Which means, like we've said many times, that may have worked when you were a kid because it had to. So you kind of did what you had to do to survive. But now you're an adult. You don't need to do that stuff anymore if you don't want to.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where I'm trying to go with this.
Okay.
So
Firestone opal.
Firestone opal. It's a beautiful stone. It really is.
Steve says it's 72 degrees in North Carolina.
Wow. Well,
and there was another one with temperature I read up here too. Somebody put down.
North Carolina's they always are hotter, aren't they? In spring and summer.
Yeah.
Yeah. But so if you're drawn to an opal,
Oh,
of any kind.
Debbie Lou Sue,
go
she
for
said
it.
warm in Southern Cal.
Ah, well, yeah, I think it would be. Yeah. So we need to do card of the day.
Yes. On
Card
Saturday,
of the week, whatever you want to call it.
we picked you picked a card
Yes, I
from Saturday to today.
Yes.
That card was lack of focus. Okay, let me see if I can get it on
And
there.
you know what? It was like that. I did so much stuff I couldn't focus totally on anything.
It's right, and that's what I was going to say. How many of you had
Yeah.
that same kind of a feeling on things? Because I sure did. There's like so much stuff going on. I just kind of
You just
said
kind of
heck
went
with
with it and got through it and had fun, Did I hit something down here? Did you drop something?
No.
My foot felt like something.
You know what I'm thinking?
No.
There's your sign. Alexa, what's my notification?
Oh, we don't need to know.
One new notification from Amazon Shopping.
Oh, get
Alexa
out of here.
off from Amazon Shopping. So what's the theme from today until next week? Today.
Next Tuesday.
Because
we won't be on Saturday.
we will not be doing a show
Although,
live on Saturday.
We could pick for Saturday. They'd know it for today. I mean,
yeah, let's do that.
If we want to.
Let's pick for today through till Saturday.
And then we'll do Saturday through Tuesday.
Yes.
So we'll pick twice.
Yes.
Okay.
And then we'll go back and
let's just see
write
how,
them down.
How well it goes.
Yeah, write them both down this time because there's two of them.
So this is from now to Saturday. Okay, what's it going to be like? That's cold. That's warmer. I like that one.
Can never pick the last card.
I never have, no.
The last card we had from Saturday to today was
lack of focus.
Upside down was lack of focus. That one. See if I can get it to where you can see it.
Is that the same card?
It's the same card, but this time it was upright.
Yes, it was, yeah.
And it means to be very focused. Oh. You can do it. You can become, you can't see that symbol, can you?
No, not very well. Where is the symbol?
Upper right corner.
Up here?
Yeah.
You can't see it at all.
Oh, there it is.
It's just a straight line.
There it is. It's like an I.
Yeah, like a capital I.
Yeah. So it's to be very focused. You can be very focused, and you need to be very focused.
Okay.
So
between now and Saturday.
Yes. So now
if you're working on something or starting something or thinking about something, you got to be focused on it
and
see the pros and cons.
Pay attention to details.
Yeah. Okay, so where's Saturday to Tuesday? Jeannie says my Alexa.
Her Alexa heard me say that. Alexa, what time is it on Jeannie's Alexa? Okay, go ahead.
Let me do it. She'll say,
I don't know. Or sure.
Okay, this is from Saturday to Tuesday. I think it's that one. If I pick the same one, I'm going to be kicked.
No, this is endings. Things will be ending from Saturday to Tuesday.
Oh.
I'll get that there. See that B on the bottom?
Okay.
Upside down means things will be ending.
No, that's not necessarily a bad thing. It
No.
could be something you got accomplished is done.
Write these two down.
Hang on.
So let's see that one and then that one.
So the first one was
I, which was focus. And the second one was things coming to an end, closing down, making room for more, newer and more.
Yeah, and don't look at that as a negative. Because it's not. It might make you change your plans. I know. Change your plans or change direction, go to plan B, whatever.
Pouring me some more
but
ice.
That's okay because there's a reason for it.
Isn't ice used to be, wasn't there used to be a drug called ice?
No, there's an ice, something that picks up people. That's all I know. I don't think there was. But what? I don't remember.
Anyhow.
I don't know.
That's your cards. Jeannie says, my Alexa says no update for you. No update.
The Alexa I have has an attitude.
For you, not for me.
No, for him it talks really nice. I ask it to do something, it goes, sure. I can just see it sitting there going, sure. Just like, well, if I have to.
How about the first time we went to Hawaii? My
that one's, yeah,
my Google Maps.
in the car that we rented.
We
Yeah.
rented a car, but it came across on my phone.
Oh, was that it?
Yes.
Oh, I thought it was on the car.
And I wanted to
What do I
stop
know?
the car and slap my phone up against a rock and smash it. This woman was just a bitch that came on there. I would say, was put in
Well,
my
she wasn't-
directions, and
she
she'd
didn't
say,
talk very nice.
she'd say, turn here,
Kind of
stop,
like the one that says
go over to the
sure.
right lane. And it's like, well, screw you.
Yeah, she was very authoritative.
Yeah, I'd
Very
never had that happen since.
Nope. I don't know what that was.
Only
all
on
about.
Oahu.
Oh, shoot. Linda's on.
Hi,
Yeah,
Linda.
hi, Linda. Okay, so
Do me a favor, you guys. Give us a like and a share on whatever platform you are on.
Facebook,
Hmm?
Twitch, Twitter.
Yeah, whatever platform you're on, watching us, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, or LinkedIn.
Yeah.
Okay, so really simple,
Really simple. What?
my topic.
Oh, the topic. Yeah. Let me hear
Before
your
we
wise
get to our
words.
questions for today. Well, Linda shared it on X, Twitter.
Oh, cool. Thanks.
My topic today is big changes are coming. You need to know. But these are every year, every month, every week, every day, big changes. And by that, I'm going to name these off, but you guys aren't even thinking about
So
them.
is this
I
an
will
article
guarantee
you
it.
found?
Nope, I made this one up.
You made it. Oh, dear.
All on my own
Okay.
by Henry Gibson.
All right.
Okay.
Enlighten us.
All right. You get up in the morning. You got to make
Pray
breakfast.
you do.
Got to make breakfast. You got to go to work. You got to turn on your favorite TV shows. You get into what's going on for the day. You eat lunch. You do dinner. You finish your things, your events, your work, your everything that you're doing, your doctor appointments, and you go to bed. Maybe you get to watch some TV in between or go visit somebody or do whatever. You're not even looking at tomorrow, let alone next week, next month. And if you do think of something that, oh, that's coming next month, you will not think about it the next day. You lose track of it. You are not prepared for what's coming. All right. So there is a method that people can do that one of them, there's two of them actually. One of them is really simple, is you can write down the most important things that you want to remember and put them on a calendar, or tell your Alexa or Siri or whatever you have to do it for you, to remind you of it. Okay. Or you can memorize some dates, or you can check them frequently. Okay. So,
I would have to remember to do all that.
but you'd have to remember, you can do it all at once. If you sit down with write down all the dates and the event that you want to remember, and tell your Alexa or Siri or whatever, your Google calendars.
Well, that's why we have a calendar. If we didn't have a calendar, we wouldn't know what we're doing.
But most people don't check it for a few days out at most of the time, if that.
Wow.
You don't look at next week. You don't look at the tomorrow. You don't. No, we do, because our scheduling depends on that.
Yeah.
With us. We have to schedule days off. Okay. Yeah. So this is why I'm saying this is a really easy trick. But if you take these things and write them down, or actually put them into Alexa, Siri, whatever, your Google Calendar, Cozy. We use Cozy, Cozi.
That's a free app.
Yeah, it's a free app.
That you can put down appointments and what you got to do.
And we share the same calendar between our phones and our computers.
Yeah, it's a cool thing.
Now we buy the gold version.
Yeah.
Which is like, I don't know,
$20, $30 a year.
Yeah, it's hardly anything.
But that's got all our doctor appointments. That's got our whole life.
It's got our business schedule, our personal schedules, everything on it.
Everything.
So, but here's what's coming up that you haven't even looked at. So I'm just going to talk for the first 6 months of the year. Okay?
Okay.
Now, I want you not to read these things. I got them on the screen. I'm going to put them up.
Why can't I read them?
Because I want you to go along with this with everybody else.
Okay, I can't read with my glasses.
Okay, so
everything's a blur.
I want everybody to think about this, but I want you to tell me if you've even thought about this.
Okay.
In anything more than, oh yeah, it's happening this year. Like, have you made any plans? Have you thought about any plans or anything?
Okay.
Okay, so between now and the end of the first 6 months, which is June, Mardi Gras, March 4th. See how quick that is?
Only when whatever was played in New Orleans. That's the only time I thought of Mardi Gras.
Okay. Daylight savings time.
I just read about that 2 days ago, so I thought about it.
And have you thought about it since?
No.
2 days. See, 2 days.
Well, what can I do about it?
It starts March 9th and it's over on November 2nd.
Okay.
How about the Ides of March?
Nope.
No. How about St. Patrick's Day?
I thought about that
When?
this past week and today.
Okay.
Because I'm thinking what I got to put for my showcase to coordinate with
Okay.
St. Patrick's Day.
That's March 17th.
Mhm.
National, this is for you, National Chocolate and Caramel Day.
I didn't even know they had one.
See, March 19th. But that's important to you.
That is important to me.
How about spring?
You and I talked about spring the other day.
And have we talked about or thought about it since?
I talked about it last night coming home, and I said the crocus are starting.
When's it
to come
start?
up. Huh?
When does it start?
March 21st.
Nope, March 20th.
Oh. well,
How
it's
about
close.
April Fools?
No, haven't thought about that.
See, it's not even, it's a month away.
But now that you mentioned it, I'm going to have to start thinking.
Yeah.
About that.
How about income tax?
Yeah, I thought about that.
Yeah, I know you have. April
That's always on
15th.
my mind.
How about this one? This is for me. Husband Appreciation Day,
Didn't know they had one.
April 19th.
Really?
Yep. How about Easter Sunday?
Yeah, I thought about that.
When is it?
Don't tell me. I can tell you. It's March something. It's March 20th?
April 20th.
Oh, April 20th.
When's the last time you thought about it?
When you and I were in Walmart, we were getting Valentine's gifts. We thought about Easter.
Summer.
Summer, June 21st.
Okay. Kentucky Derby.
I haven't thought about it because I don't have a horse in the race.
I don't have a horse in that race.
I couldn't pass that up. Okay.
Kentucky Derby is May 3rd.
Okay.
I
Oh,
think about it.
That's on Mama's birthday.
I think about it after the first of the year a lot because I tried to pick the winner.
Oh.
I had it way ahead of time. So Cinco
Well,
de Mayo.
Think harder.
Cinco de Mayo.
Well, that's on May 5th.
Have you thought about it?
It's not May yet.
Have you
No.
thought about? Oh,
No. Why would I think about
when's Memorial Day?
it? 31st of May.
You're
Last
just pulling
weekend of May.
numbers.
No, it's the week.
It's
the
May 26th.
Well, okay. It's the last Saturday.
Have you
It's
thought
the
about
last
it?
weekend of May.
Have you thought about it?
I only think about it in reference to that gate being open on that day so we can go do our stargazing and our UFO watching.
Okay. But if you think about it, that's when we really
that's really
begin
terrible.
vacation week,
But
the
that's
vacation
really, That's
days.
really terrible because Memorial Day should be about everybody's given their life
I know.
so we can be free.
How about this one? National Donut Day,
I've heard of it. I don't know when it is.
June 6th. How about Juneteenth?
Yeah, I've heard of that.
When is it?
It's the 19th of June, I believe.
Yep. How about
Which
National
I think is stupid, but that's my own
National
opinion.
Helen Keller Day?
Helen Keller Day.
Yeah.
I didn't see that one coming.
That's I was just gonna say that she didn't see it coming either. You're gonna go to hell.
Oh yeah, I'm sure I'll get comments on that. Nobody write me. I know what I did. When is it?
What?
When is Helen Keller Day?
Oh, got some good jokes there. I can't tell. It's June 27th.
June 27th.
How about Independence Day?
Well, it's July 4th.
Have you thought about it?
Yeah, because I just found my shirt yesterday.
Yeah,
I
your
was
4th of
cleaning out
July
the linen
shirt.
closet, and I
Yeah,
thought, I
right.
got to get that shirt ready.
But see, that's another big vacation time. People take
yeah,
days
it's
before,
summertime.
after, and
Yeah.
and people aren't thinking about it now.
Oh well, that you can't say that as a blanket statement. A lot of people are planning their summer vacations. The kids will be out of school and they're thinking where they want to go.
Most people aren't.
We used to do that.
Most people aren't.
Okay.
How about Labor Day? When's that?
First weekend of September.
1st of September.
Well,
Have you
it
thought
falls
about
on
it?
different days.
Have you thought about it? Another vacation time.
I have
Going
not
places,
thought about
doing
Labor
special
Day.
events.
I haven't thought about Labor Day since our son has been out of school. I used to think of it every time because it was a school thing.
Columbus Day.
That's within the first 100 days of school.
October
Oh,
13th,
Yeah, October.
Veterans Day, November 11th,
Yeah.
Thanksgiving Day, November
Oh,
27th,
that's the third weekend, the third Thursday of, or is it the last or the third
November
Thursday?
27th.
The last Thursday. Okay.
Nobody's thinking about Thanksgiving. Christmas
No.
Day is December 25th. Nobody thinks about these things. Anything that I've mentioned,
What's your point?
that's my whole point. Let me get to it. Anything I've mentioned beyond the first day of spring, March 20th, 99.7% of the people haven't even thought about it yet this year.
But some of those days I don't even care about.
You,
Well,
but
there's a lot of people like me, I'm sure.
there's a lot of things that are going to affect your life. And people don't
Some
think
of them
about them.
do. Some of
So
them
they
do.
catch them off guard. They're not prepared. They haven't thought about them. So they make it up as they go. So now you're always behind the 8 ball. You're always trying to catch up with your life when your life planning should become first. I found that out after I retired. I spent 52 years working, and I did my life around work. People need to do or my work around my life. You need to do your life
No, you
around
need your
work.
life
Or,
around your
yeah,
work.
backwards, yeah. But anyhow,
But everybody has to do that.
yes, that's what I'm saying. You should be doing this. Don't shortcut yourself or your family. It's too important.
I don't think the Kentucky Derby is the most important thing in my life, or Donut Day for that matter.
Oh, no. Donut Day is. Donut Day is very important.
It
When
would
is
only
that?
be important if they gave away a free donut.
June 6th. They do.
Some places.
You get a
Not
plain cake
everybody
free
does.
donut.
Krispy Kreme probably does, but that's
No, almost all the donut places do. Because nobody's going to
you
come
think
in.
all the donut places.
Nobody's
do.
going to come in and get a free donut. They're going to come in and get their free donut, and they're going to buy another half a dozen or a dozen.
Not everybody. I'd get a free
Oh,
donut and walk out.
I won't say it.
I would-
Oh
no,
my
I
God!
don't agree with you on that.
Wait. Yep, you don't have your boots on. It's sure getting deep. You would go and get a free donut,
Yeah, I would
walk
go
out, and not give it another thought.
Yeah,
No.
because if you're telling me every donut shop out there does it, I'd go from donut shop to donut shop to donut
Yeah,
shop.
see, that's what you would give it another thought.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, some of those dates are very worthy of being thought about. Others are kind of crazy. I mean, some don't apply to me. I don't agree with them, or I don't do anything about them, or they don't have anything to do with me.
Yeah.
So they're not important to me.
Okay.
So why should I worry about them?
What's the I'll tell you what my most hated national
I don't see my
day,
birthday up there at all. That's a very important day.
my most hated national day of the year. You know what
let
that
me
is?
guess. Income tax day.
Nope, St. Patrick's Day.
Why do you hate St. Patrick's Day?
Number one, I don't have anything green to wear.
So buy
I
something.
don't like wearing the color green.
You have something green to wear. I just folded a green shirt in there yesterday.
Oh, a t-shirt.
You have something green to wear.
But I don't
Catherine's on. Don't say anything bad about green and St. Patrick's Day.
I don't have anything, and I hate people coming up trying to touch me.
Strong
Yes,
word.
because my sisters trained me
To what?
to hate it.
So
People
untrain
coming up
yourself.
and pinching me.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
like you pinch me, you're going to lose your fingers.
Yeah, I don't like that. I don't like that either.
Yeah.
I don't hate it, but I don't like
That's
it.
my least favorite day of the or special day of the year.
You only got pinched if you didn't wear something green.
Duh.
That's why on St. Patrick's Day you always wear something green.
That's why, like I said, I don't like wearing green, and I don't have anything green except I have a T-shirt in there. You said I didn't even know I had the dang thing.
No, you haven't.
But the best
So
one.
how do you solve that problem, Skip?
I skip right over St. Patrick's Day. I don't go out of the house. I go from the Ides of March to National Chocolate and Caramel Day. From March 15th to March 19th.
You see, that's a perfect example of what I'm trying to say about change what you did to survive.
Uh-huh.
Don't just ignore it and say, I'm not going to do it. Be part of it, but be part of it your way.
Okay. I'm going to dress in the funkiest. When is March 17th this year?
I don't know.
I'm going to tell you. March 17th is a Monday.
It's a Monday.
So I'm going to dress. What do we do on Mondays? Oh, I
Babysit.
babysit.
So that you have to dress for the kids anyway.
Okay. I'm going to dress in the funkiest, what do you call it? St. Patrick's Day outfit. And I'm going to take pictures and you can put them on the show on Tuesday. I'm going to celebrate St. Patrick's Day. Erica, way to go.
Yeah, I just.
Is it really? I didn't know that.
Oh.
She says St. Patrick's Day is my parents' divorceary day. And Kathy says my husband says he doesn't need Google because my wife knows everything. Haha, that's true. Way to go. That's funny. That's funny. So anyhow, I'm releasing.
He has the right to be wrong.
I'm releasing this list. All right. So it's going to history now. You ready for this?
Please do. I don't really care about some of those dates.
Just remember the next one coming up is Mardi Gras. You get a.
That's the next one coming up.
If you take your shirt off, I'll throw beads at you. One bead at a time. Take me hours to get it done. Oh. Oh, okay.
Is that your whole talk?
That's my whole talk. Get prepared. Don't wait till the last day. Oh, somebody says, "Do you know that Tuesday is going to be? It's Thursday afternoon." Somebody says Tuesday is going to be St. Patrick's Day. You go,
Monday, St. Patrick's Day.
Everybody's doing a big thing, and you're sitting there going, with their deer in the headlight look. You haven't planned anything.
It doesn't mean you have to.
But it
You
changes.
want to sit home and do
Events.
nothing. Sit home and do nothing.
Events change our outlook on life.
Only if you allow it.
It's a distraction.
Yeah.
Think about it.
It's
Every
only a
single holiday and event out there is a distraction from the usual. St. Patrick's Day, you get to dress up. Mardi Gras, you get beads. You get dance. You get drunk or whatever.
I don't know. I never went there.
Christmas, you get presents and you have family time. Thanksgiving is all about being thankful, and it changed your perspective. The
Hopefully
whole
it
day
does.
for that day, your whole perspective is different.
Well, that's the idea. Not everybody goes along with it.
Duh.
So what's that mean?
Okay.
It means that those are opportunities. And if you don't want to take it, if you don't want to be part of that opportunity or take advantage of it, then you don't. You become the same old person you always are.
Or you don't have to take part in something.
No, you don't.
But like me, I don't take part in St. Patrick's Day. Now, I could just ignore it. I could look at people and shake my head, or I could take the day off. I have options, but I'm preparing for it.
Or why can't you choose to give it a shot? You might have fun and be happy.
I might,
Mhm.
but I doubt I'm going to.
You see what I live?
You got to get prepared for this.
This
You wake up in the
negativity.
morning and you don't know what's coming, and you go to work and somebody says,
But you know,
says, "Oh, tomorrow is your guys' wedding anniversary," and people go, "Oh yeah," and you're not prepared. That happens. A lot of people have.
Sure, it does.
I've had coworkers.
But some people live being spontaneous and in the now. Some people go. They couldn't live with having a rigid schedule or what's 3 weeks out. Some people can't do that.
But that's my point.
But
Most people do live like that, and they're not prepared
But
for
if it
things.
works for them, why change it?
Because when you get taken off guard, it really changes your perspective. You got to get back into it. You got to plan for it. You're all of a sudden you're behind the gun, and you're not out there doing your thing. You're just getting caught up.
This is coming from a person with a short-term memory loss because of a head injury, and he's telling me he gets prepared.
Well, I have the calendar there.
No, that's why you have me to tell you what's coming up.
Everybody get a wife. That'll take care of it. Mr. Boyce is right. Wife knows everything. I sold my encyclopedias in 1968 because my wife knows everything.
What's your point?
Yeah, I know. All right. So I got to say this because I
I'm
saw
sure
this.
you will.
Sally's with us today,
Oh, Sally.
and so is Karen.
Oh, cool. Hi, Sally. How's
And
Paul? Hope
we-
you're doing well.
we read everybody else's name that's has either at one time or other it's on here with us.
I want you all to know that's his opinion, not mine.
That's right. That's right. That's why it's our show.
I don't agree with everything you say or do, and you don't agree with everything I say and do.
No.
I know one of us is right, and it's not you.
Well, you have the right to be wrong. We know
Oh,
that.
Lord. Mhm.
So,
Moving right along.
are we gonna go?
Well, I
in-
think it's time for questions, is it not?
what about your jokes?
Well, those come at the end.
I thought we were at the
With
Okay.
the end of your topic.
back
that's
up here
for
to
sure.
questions. So,
My Lord. Did you take a long time to think about that?
no, it took me about an hour to put it all together, look up the dates, think about it.
Okay.
Most of it, you believe this or not, most everybody listening to this and most everybody else around this, at least in our country,
I bet other people do too.
they don't think about these things. They react when they're told about it right before it happens.
But I really think that's the way the world is. The world changes so rapidly, and you have so much stuff going on in your day that you've got to be spontaneous and flexible and go to plan B when plan A isn't there anymore. You've got so much going on. I think the time where you can sit out on the porch in a rocking chair with a cup of coffee and think about the day and what's going to happen tomorrow, next week, those days are rare. I really think they are. The kids, the extracurricular activities, the overtime at work, you just don't have that leisurely time that they used to have. I don't think.
No.
And that's why they created calendars to put those dates on there so you can look at them when you need to.
Which is usually the day before it happens. You see it
Well,
when you look for what's going on tomorrow, what's going on this
24
week.
hours notice is usually enough time.
Okay. All right, let's go to questions.
I mean, the biggies like Christmas and Thanksgiving, we all know and prepare for that. We don't wait
Sure.
till the last day. But, if you know a day in advance, it's your anniversary, that gives you 24 hours to get a gift and a card. So it's cool,
Mhm.
right?
What if you miss one?
I don't know, Skip. What if you miss one?
I don't know. I'm asking you. What if you miss one?
Miss one what?
One of those important dates.
Well, somebody will tell you, for one thing.
After.
Oh, they won't let you forget it.
Hence my point. Mr. Boyce is right. Okay, question from Ginger. She
Okay.
says, "This is my first time here. Well, welcome and thanks for joining us. I lost my dad," and she's on YouTube. "I lost my dad in January,
Oh, sorry.
and since I have felt very lost, my question is, does my dad have any last message for me? His name is Gary." First of all,
It's like a
Ginger,
hole, it never
Yep.
fills either.
and I want to tell you that you're not alone, and even we, especially myself, I'm not talking for you, I'm talking for me. I have the ability
Oh, that's
to
a
connect
rarity.
to connect with my dad and whoever
Mhm.
on the other side. And even though
Yeah.
I can connect with them and get messages, it's hard for me because I can't sit down in the room with them, and we can't touch. I can't say, here's a cup of coffee or whatever.
And that's a blessing because I can't do that. But I didn't die and go to the other side, so I don't have that connection.
I can help you.
I can sense them and get messages, but I can't have what you have, and I'm a little jealous of that actually. But then I don't know, maybe I couldn't handle it either.
Yeah.
I don't know how you do it, but I totally agree with you. Yeah, I mean, I don't have that, but I lost my mom and dad within 6 months of each other, and it's a whole. It's been what 18 years, and it seems like yesterday. It's just a hole that's never filled. You learn to live with it and you go on, but you miss them, so I can imagine what Ginger's going through.
When did they die?
2007, so it'd be 18 years ago.
Huh.
Doesn't seem like it, does it?
And mine's been 26 years.
Oh,
1999.
yeah.
Wow.
So,
25.
but it
20,
doesn't seem
26.
that way. But you're always thinking of them. You always miss them, and
Yeah. So don't feel
Yeah.
bad about that.
No,
Being
I mean,
lost
that's-
is
yeah.
always that void there. It just
And-
gets easier.
and this happened in this year, January. So
Yeah.
she's totally feeling like she's out there all alone. She's lost her right arm in a way. You know, you're trying to go on by yourself, or if you're lucky enough to have family around you can talk to, great. But if not, you got to find your way. And so is Gary connecting with you?
A little bit, but I want to explain
Usually when they're
something to
fresh
Ginger
over there,
first.
You get them a lot easier
When
than I do.
people pass over, it takes a while for them to get acclimated, understand why they're there, understand what they did right or wrong, could have or shouldn't have done.
And how sick they were when they got there.
And it depends on how sick they were when they got
Yeah,
there, because the first thing they do is they go through what we call an ethereal hospital, and they kind of heal the body, which in their mind or
Ethereal
their
body.
spirit, they heal the body. The ethereal body, because they no longer have a body,
Yeah,
but they heal the ethereal body and understand what, how, and why they got there.
Yeah.
Then they start growing and moving on from there and learning and
Yeah.
experiencing. So your dad's still very, very fresh on that side. So
He feels fragile,
yeah,
doesn't he?
and yes, like not sure how much he can and should say or do, but I want to say this: I keep seeing he's showing me this pair of boots, leather boots. They feel like they're work boots. I don't know, or maybe goes warm out in the yard work or hunting or fishing or something. I don't know, but a leather pair of leather boots. And there's another male over there. His name begins with an S. That was very close with him here, and the two of them are, my words, chumming around with each other. The funny part is there's a lady over there whose name began with a B, and he is, this is my description, he is at her mercy, so to speak, so that she's explaining to him how, what, when, and where, things he can do and that kind of thing. And so it's in other words, he's not controlled, but he's being taught in the proper order for him to assimilate into things on that side.
Can he tell us who met him when he crossed over? Who helped him cross over?
Who met Gary when he crossed over?
Or helped him cross over? I mean, that's asking a lot of someone that's fresh, but it feels like a male to me, like a grandfather or fatherly figure.
To me, it feels like it's his grandfather.
Yeah, I guess it's a grandfather or fatherly figure. That's what it feels like.
And I don't get a name with it or anything or a relationship. What I get is a man who was a little older when he passed, but also a little bit on the heavier side, a little bit.
He's tall.
Tall, what do you call tall? See,
well, he was 6'2", 6'3" at least. He's tall. He's not like 5'9", 5'10". He's taller. I'm going to say 6'1" to 6'2".
Okay.
And he's got on a brown tweed suit with a vest.
Okay.
That's who met him.
All right.
Or helped him cross over the bridge.
So, Ginger, I hope that helps.
Yeah.
All right.
And if you want to elaborate on what we said, go ahead, because that sometimes helps.
Yeah, but thanks for checking in with us, and thanks for joining us today.
Just hang in there. It's not going to ever go away, but it's going to get easier. And, he's always with you. Don't think he's left you. He's still around. You just can't see him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So let's go down to the next question, which is Spencer had a question.
Ooh, I'm in for surgery tomorrow. I'm in for surgery tomorrow. What's your prognosis?
What see is the outcome?
Well, at least you're ahead of the game in one respect, Spencer. Most people will say, what's your diagnosis? We don't do diagnosing. We do not prescribing. We do prognosis. Okay, so there's a big difference.
Doctors and we can't prescribe.
That's right. We have to say this not every time, but when we answer a legal question, it's a health question.
Because
we're not doctors, can't diagnose, can't prescribe. Always check in with your medical practitioners. But my prognosis that I see is that you're going to come out of this see you walking away from this is as, did it really even happen? It's like it was an easy nothing for you, so to speak. Um, so my prognosis is everything's coming up roses. So what do you say?
What, not so much what I say. What I heard was he has to be stubborn to the point to where whatever they tell you to do, he's got to do it. He's got to put his nose to the grindstone, do whatever he has to do after the surgery to make himself whole again, strong, feeling like himself.
Mm-hmm.
So he's got to, no matter, you may have to put something on hold to say, I'm stubborn enough to say, no, I got to do this first and then go do what you got to do or whatever. But you can't just not pay attention to what they're telling you have to do.
Okay.
But it feels good to me.
Me too.
Yeah.
All right.
In fact, it feels like you said, I think he's going to be pleasantly surprised how it's not as bad as he thought it was.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, definitely. Okay. So here, question from Crystal. What's the biggest obstacle to move away from?
Where do you see that?
This?
Oh, it's over here. You moved it. I didn't see you move it.
What's the biggest obstacle to move away from this place that I'm living in? Biggest obstacle, Crystal, is right here.
Yeah, letting go.
Letting go. The second biggest obstacle is making sure that what you have there is preserved as much as you can.
Or get rid of it before you leave.
Or get rid of it before you leave, or even after you leave.
You got to tie up the loose ends.
Yeah.
Don't leave anything with loose ends.
Mm-hmm. But if you want to keep it as a place to retreat to, do it. Because if sometime in the future you want to, you can. However, if you want to get really freed of it, is say goodbye. And then the third biggest one is going to be the cats. There's a lot of feral. Oh, here it is. She is right here. She says feral cats, money or vehicle. The feral cats. Feral.
I got to correct you.
Feral.
He's always correcting me because I kill the English language.
The cats. That's going to be the next one is the cats.
Well, yeah, because you're going to have to let them go
and
not worry about them.
And I want to say this is that the vehicles, you don't have to bring them with right now, but you can bring them with, sell them for scrap. You can sell them to someone who wants to, I don't know the condition, someone that wants to rebuild them, or someone who would just buy them outright from you. So there's always those kind of things, whether it's here or there. You could even tow a vehicle over here. You can rent a tow truck and not a tow truck, but you can rent a towing trailer and put a couple vehicles on it.
If she has more vehicles than what she needs,
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't keep them. I would sell them and take the money.
Mm-hmm.
As long as she has one that's reliable and she could drive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't let those, the biggest obstacle is here, because we get set in our ways sometimes, and we feel safer when we can pigeonhole ourselves and isolate as much as we can from the rest of the world. But sometimes blowing the lid off the rest of the world is what actually is better for us, because it makes the world change in how they interact with us.
I totally agree with the thinking. I think instead of what's my biggest obstacle of why I can't leave, I would start thinking of why I want to leave.
Yeah.
What's the good thing about leaving? Because if you don't have a positive outlook about it, it's always going to bug you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm with you.
Here we go. Ashley, she says, I would love to start trying to have a baby in April. I have almost a 10-year-old, and I am wondering if you can tell me if it's going to be a boy or a girl, and if I succeed in trying. Any messages for me? Wait, before you say anything, put your hands under the table.
Yeah.
Put up one finger for a boy, two fingers for a girl. When I say ready, set, go.
She hasn't even had it yet.
Ready, set, go.
She's not even conceived.
You put your hands up. You ready?
Yeah.
One or two. Two for a girl, one for a boy. Ready? Yeah. Ready, set, go. It's a girl.
So it'll probably be a boy.
No, it'll be a girl.
It feels like, yeah, it feels very good. It could be a girl. If you want a girl, eat a lot of acidy foods. They say an acidy system has girls. That's what they say.
Really?
That's what I've always heard.
Huh. I heard it was the other way around.
Mm-mm.
No?
But first off, I would find a man. Get your husband, your boyfriend, whatever.
See,
involve
there's
that
her
man.
wedding picture right there.
Oh, okay. Well, then involve him. And
Or not.
Don't worry about it. Go out somewhere. Have a good weekend out somewhere. Just have fun and don't worry about it. And just, you'll be surprised.
You know, we tried for 5 years to have a kid, right? I worked so much overtime this 1 month that my partner at work and we said, let's take the women to
Take the
Reno.
women.
Let's take the women to Reno. We went
Let's
to
not
Reno.
take their wives. Let's take the women.
We went
Yeah,
to Reno and you got pregnant.
I did in room 711.
Yep. At the El Dorado Hotel.
Mm-hmm.
So anyhow, if I actually think that you're going to start trying in April. I don't see you getting pregnant until around May, maybe even June, end of May towards June. But I am wondering if you can tell me if it's going to be a boy or a girl. We said a girl, and if it'll succeed, yes, because it will be a girl.
Well, it should succeed if they're trying.
Yeah.
Don't have it on your mind. Just have fun.
Mm-hmm.
Enjoy each other, love each other, and whatever comes out of it, great. But I mean, don't do it just for that. You know what I mean? Because that puts pressure on you, and you can't do it.
Spencer says that he feels the same way as we do. Hope to see you at the Poodle Dog.
Oh, good.
And Crystal says, yes, there's no one here to take care of the cats. So
But those are feral cats, and they will survive.
Yes, they will survive.
It's not like a house cat being put out in the open.
Yeah, and she says there's no way to keep people from burglarizing everything here. So that's So
well, and that right in itself is do I want to keep it or do I want to get rid of it so I don't have to worry about it?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, and what are the reasons to keep it? I mean, she may have very good reasons to keep it. Rent it out. You can make money off it.
Mm-hmm. I want to answer your cousin Steve.
Yeah, I was going to ask: is his mother or say anything?
No, he asked. No, this is something that he asked me about.
Oh.
The pictures you sent me, Steve.
I wouldn't know. I didn't see them.
It looks to me that they are real.
Oh, those pictures. I'm sorry. I did see it.
Yeah, it looks to me that they are real, and I'm using the special software that I have. I'm trying to say this so I don't get in trouble for what I have. But anyhow, the software that I use for our ghost hunts and UFO watching, and what you have look to be very real. So keep your eyes and ears open.
Yeah.
Because I can't tell any difference there. So,
did I see all the pictures?
Yeah.
I don't remember two.
Well, I'll show you the rest if you haven't.
Okay, I don't think I saw them.
Did we say hi to Catherine?
No, we haven't. We were making your.
Oh, she's with us from Ireland. Ooh.
No kidding. She lived there too?
I almost got that Irish accent there for a moment.
From Ireland?
No, not like that. But anyhow, Catherine, thanks for joining us.
Jana's on.
It's in the evening over there. Hi, Jana. And Kathy. Oh, Kathy Boyce. That's what we read.
Yeah. So
Mr. Boyce is correct.
I have two things before we go on. One, is Aunt Vernie there? Has she got any messages for Steve? Since we have him on. Something about dishes. I just came through. Something about dishes. Maybe you'll relate. I don't know.
I don't get anything from her.
How about Uncle Jay?
Yes.
Okay.
Actually, from Vernie says, keep your fingernails clean. Whatever that pertains to, Steve.
Okay.
And also from Jay, make sure that you are far enough away and he's showing me where you work, which we won't say on air,
Mm-mm.
where you work, but being up, far away, further away from it after your job is done.
Oh,
I think you can put that together. If you can't, text us.
yeah. Yeah.
All
And
right.
something about dishes. So maybe you know more about that than I do. So since Erica's on, I was going to ask if there's any messages from Scott. I think there might be, and I'm not meaning this lightly or anything else, Erica. I'm thinking you might need to talk to someone to find an even ground about all this thing, because I think it really threw you for a loop, and I don't think you're thinking quite. Not that you're not thinking right. It's just that you need some help in settling things. That's what it feels like to me. I don't want this to make her sick to the point she can't go on.
Here's what I'm getting from Scott. He's giving me this, okay? And I know this is not going to be what you want to hear, but I have to say this way. What he's giving me is with pictures and feelings, is he doesn't have time to hang around with you right now. He will, but he's learning the ropes over there. Okay? So he's still kind of fresh over there, isn't he?
Yeah, I haven't been gone all that long. No,
Okay.
no. But in what she has sent us, she made you made a comment like he knew that road like the back of his hand. But I remember from when we connected before, I don't think he was shoved off the road. I don't. I think he fell asleep
Or passed out. Yeah.
Because that's what I got was sleep.
Mhm.
Like he lost conscious.
Yeah.
In whatever form that takes. But I don't think anybody shoved him off the road.
Doesn't make sense to me from
No.
the way I pictured that.
Yeah. So I would put that out of your mind.
Yeah.
I would.
And Linda says, does my dad Jim know I still love and respect him and miss him? I want to say this for every one of you who has questions about people on the other side on this show. You cannot hear them. That's where people who are able to do what we do come in handy.
Mhm.
They hear you. They are still with us. They are still in spirit form, but they still come around us. They still have an interest in us. They still check in on us from time to time, if not spend a lot of their time with us. They all want to still be connected with us. They listen to you because your words are energy. Okay. The vibration of your voice comes out as energy.
You have to talk it.
That's right. You can't think it. You have to say it out loud.
Yeah,
just like you have to say prayers out loud.
Talk to
to them, and because they understand. And you said, does he know I still love him? Yes. So say it and tell them. And what?
Well, since they can't hear them, but they will give them signs, like a smell of
most of the
a
time
perfume or a cologne that they wore, or
Yes.
a cool breeze, or you'll hear your name called, or you might find feathers or pennies in weird places. I mean, they have ways of connecting, just not, you can't visually see them standing there unless they grace you with that. And very few people get that.
Yeah.
Some do, some don't.
Yeah.
But they are there.
Talk to them.
And talk to him and tell him that. And ask for a sign that he acknowledged you, and you'll probably get something.
And if you need help with something, ask. Mm-hmm. Doesn't mean you're going to hear okay, sure, Skip, I'll take care of that for you, or I'll help you with it. I'll be there. Doesn't mean you'll hear that. You might not get anything, but when it's all said and done, you think about, did it go easier than you expected, or did it get a little harder? Mm-hmm. Did they not help, or did you feel like there might have been some help there?
Or did something come through you didn't think would?
Right. Yeah. Because they do have input on our lives from the other side.
And the whole thing with signs is you got to take the blinders off and be willing to see it or hear it or feel it or sense it in whatever way that they're going to send it. And you don't know how they're going to send it. So you got to be open to everything, and then use your logic and your gut feelings to whether that was a sign or not. But you got to be open.
Mm-hmm.
Like, somebody could say, whenever you look for a dove, well, you might be looking for a freaking bird flying in the air, and it's a card right in front of your face with a dove on it. So you
Mhm.
got to be open,
Ashley has a question. I was wondering if you had any messages from my mom, Amanda. She has been going through some health problems with her heart, and she's worried. Okay, Ashley, she should be worried. It's serious what she has, but she needs to give it some time, and do not vary 1 inch from what the doctors prescribe, and don't vary 1 inch from what the doctors would tell her if she said, "Well, I found this supplement, I'm going to take this," or "I decided I think this will help too." You listen to the doctors. She has to listen to the doctors 100%, and only to the doctors 100%. And she will end up still having some problems, but she will end up what I call smooth.
I think it sounds like you're saying, and I feel the same way, the doctors will level her out.
Yes.
She'll never be as good as she was, but they've made it to where she'll be able to enjoy life.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Remember the old saying?
And don't go to 5 different doctors.
Remember the old saying? I'm not as good as I once was, but I'm as good once as I ever was.
That's right.
So,
I mean, we are older.
Sure.
So at times our body's going to say, I don't think so, Tim. And and then you have to regroup, maybe change what you do, but you don't have to stop doing it. You may have to change how much you do it, or how often you do it, or, Yeah.
Hey, and Debbie's with us
But just pay attention to what the doctor says and follow the doctor's orders.
Debbie's with us from Copperas Cove, Texas.
And I think with her heart, she's thinking, oh, my life's about over. I
Debbie?
don't think so.
Debbie?
I think she's just got to get leveled out, and she'll be able to still enjoy life for quite a while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're not saying Debbie's heart.
No, I'm talking about Ashley's mom.
I'm joking. Hope Chuck's doing better.
Oh, Debbie, yeah. Yeah, she was laughing. 7-Eleven. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's right. There it is.
Yeah. So they're pretty tame and used. Well, yeah, the cats are probably pretty tame and used to you, but believe me, feral cats, as well as any feral animal.
You said feral too.
I didn't. I said feral.
You just said feral.
No, I didn't. You heard wrong.
I'll play it for you when they're recording.
Those kind of cats know how to survive. So when one thing, see, that's the way you're talking about changes and stuff. When one thing leaves, they adjust. They don't sit there and say, oh, shoot, now I don't have that food in that bowl. No, they go out and get something,
Yeah.
So I think the cats will be able to adjust. Yeah.
Wait a minute. Nope, never mind.
Hmm?
I was reading something there.
Okay.
Caprice.
Oh, Caprice.
Says, I am planning on coming to the Poodle Dog this weekend. My mom passed away January 10th. Is it too soon to talk to her?
Well, see, you never know. I mean, maybe you can connect with her now and find out. But please, if you are going to come, make sure you register on the website or text me and say I'm coming or something.
Yeah, pre-purchase your tickets on the website, guarantees your seat.
I need a head count, for the seats.
Caprice, what is her first name? I want to go up here. Somebody else had something on January 10th also. Oh, no, it's April.
Somebody's father died
10 years old. April 10 years old.
Was it Ashley's dad died, in fact?
That's what I'm trying to find it.
Oh, up there, Ginger. The first one, Ginger. Her father died.
In January, not the 10th. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So
you're down to where? Caprice.
Yeah, I read that one. So tell us, what's her first name?
You didn't read. Yes, you actually read Caprice, but while she's sending her mom's first name, you want to answer Cynthia.
Yeah. Do you see my son getting the job at Flamingo?
They still got a Flamingo? Oh, I'm thinking of Reno. They still got a Flamingo casino in Vegas, though. I like that.
Cynthia, there's something's telling me that he's not going to make it. Not this time. Or was it? Wait a minute. Who said that? Yeah, it was Cynthia.
Yeah.
Something's telling me not this time. He's going to need to reapply in the future. Just because he gets a no, don't give up. He needs to apply again. There's a chance that he could, but there's the only way he would get a chance. number would come up for that job is if 2 other people ahead of him get offered and back out. Something's telling me no.
I'm not so sure the job she's asking about he's going to get, but I think there's another job he could have there, and it's a better job.
Yeah, possible.
I think there's another job in that same casino.
Yeah. Debbie says, will the paperwork mistake be corrected this week on Thursday or Friday? You might make it by, I see something like 2:00. I mean, it feels to me like it's Friday.
We're gonna.
Actually,
I'm gonna say Thursday.
I'm gonna retract that. I'm gonna see the number 2. No, back up. I saw the number 2. I assumed it's 2:00, but I kept seeing Friday, and you kept seeing Thursday.
Thursday feels stronger
Okay.
to me. Let us
So-
know which one was it.
Yeah.
I think
Oh.
it's for some reason Thursday just seems stronger. Well, see there, Crystal's starting to worry already. But see, the feral cats are used to that. They have,
They have dens to hide in and
yeah,
all kinds
yeah,
of stuff. Go up trees.
and who's to say they won't find somebody else when you're gone?
Yeah.
So, yeah, if that's stopping you, you need to find a way to stop thinking like that.
You know, when I was a kid, we had a poodle. His name was Fifi. But we also
Fifi,
no, I mean not Fifi.
that wasn't Fifi.
No, that was your dog. What
No, it was
was
Kenneth's
my
dog.
poodle? Frenchie.
French.
My my dog's name was a poodle, and it was Frenchie. Anyhow, Frenchie,
Oh
we
my
thought that was
God.
our dog, right?
Yeah.
But we kept finding out that there was another dog that came around and ate his food.
Well, that was a fat little dog.
And it was a feral dog that lived in the woods down not far below. So the point is that this dog was living somewhere else and came over and ate our food. So
Animals do that all the time.
yeah, so they could have 2 places that they're getting taken care
And
of.
then she says there are even humans that go out of their way to run over a tame cat here. But that's everywhere. Our first dog we ever had when we got married, a guy went out of his way to run over our dog. That happens everywhere. You can't save everything and everyone. I understand it. It's not right. It's not fair. But if that happens and you're not there, it doesn't mean it was your fault. Caprice says her mother's name was Denise.
You know, I don't know if she was Catholic or not, but I keep seeing a cross, and it's in a setting that has a lot of red, which reminds me of a Catholic church. Okay, that's number 1, Caprice. Number 2, I keep seeing her hands, and she's doing this, like rubbing these together. Okay, and it's not out of like rubbing them. It's like calmly rubbing the back of her hands and feeling like she's, I want to say, comfortable and whole again, to where she's
at peace.
At peace, yes. And there's also
ask her if she comes on Saturday, will she be able to connect to her? Or would she like her to wait?
No, she says that she would I would be able to. She says I would, meaning I would be able to.
Okay.
But I'm going to tell you that bring questions. Whatever questions you want to ask her, write them down so you have them in advance. And we can do as many of them as we can in my time frame that we go around the table several times with everybody.
Yeah, I mean, we can't have 20 or 15 or even 5, because most times we get around 3 times.
Yeah.
So there can't be a whole lengthy question.
Yeah, we can't answer your questions for
that
an
would
hour.
Be a reading.
Yeah, that'd be a reading. Yeah. So, but we do this as a group event. So
Debbie says it could be a 2-number day, of which Thursday is a 2. It's
okay.
a 20, so it is a 2. Where Friday is a 3. So, but whether that means could be March 2nd. You don't know.
Yeah, that's right.
Since the 2 came up first, but Thursday feels good to me.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see.
Terry
Let us
says,
know.
can you give us any good news on Aaron's life calming down and a timeline? Terry, I'm going to say this in my words, not exactly what I'm hearing and what I'm seeing. It seems to me that Aaron has one way that she wants to go, or one way she wants to do things, or one way she wants them to be, but she gets sidetracked and goes off on different directions. And what it means is she's not listening to herself, because she's actually got the right way the first time. It comes to her, but we get wrapped up in things and we get off track a little bit at a time, but we get there, we get off track. And I think that's what's happening with her, is that every time she gets ready for one, what do you call it, one direction on something, she gets sidetracked. And I don't mean she gets sidetracked, she's pulled off track slowly, because I think she's too sensitive to the things that are open or possible around her. What do you say?
Well, when you asked that question, and I'm not being funny about this, but what I heard was Yellow Submarine, which is a Beatles song, but that's not what it meant to me. I broke it down to submarines go under the water, right?
Yeah.
So she's deep in emotional stuff. Yellow is about learning. So she's had many learning curves, but she gets bogged down by the emotional things that are around her, that go on above her, below her, and around her. And she has trouble coming up for air, you might say. And so I'm with you. I think she's a very sensitive person, only she's taken these life lessons, or the learning part of whatever she's been through, and she gets bogged down by the emotional turmoil and hurt and pain, and to where she doesn't understand why and how come. And so until she decides to either talk to someone, or see things the way they are, or set them out in a timeline so she can see how they all broke down and come about, and how she reacted to each one. There is a lesson there somewhere, but she's got to be willing to look at it for what it is, and not excuse me, and not pull away when it gets too much for, when it hurts too much, you pull away so you don't learn from it. I don't think she's a bad person. I think she's really, she needs someone to talk to help her find a way out above the waterline. I'll put it that way.
And she is,
and I really don't think she's playing games. I think she really don't know.
She's punishing herself on somebody else's actions. And by that somebody else, I'm talking about her ex.
She, not only is she punishing herself, but she's believing what was said about her. And it hurt her down to the core. And so she can't find a way out. And she needs to have some help to do that.
And that's what's helping pull her off track.
Mm-hmm.
So,
because when things start to get good, she goes, I'm not worth that. And she sabotages it.
Or I don't deserve that.
Yeah.
I had that, but how can I get that back? I can't get that back.
Yeah. Plus, she doesn't trust it.
Right.
Which might be good. I don't know. But she needs to talk to somebody that can get her going in the proper direction.
Okay. J-Dog. My son Justin is looking for a job. He's a truck driver, but the last 2 jobs have been difficult and bad environments. I always feel like he's looking in the wrong places. What do you see? You're absolutely right. They are the wrong places. But at the same time, I think there again, I think he wants, or he's looking for, something that just fits him. And there isn't a job out there that fits just him. It fits, jobs are built to fit many. And he has to make the best out of the job that he's got. Not saying he's a quitter or he's never going to be happy. But what I'm saying is that sometimes you can get into a job and your attitude is what's going to pull you through or make it happy or successful for you.
I think Justin sets himself to high standards. and
Mhm.
he thinks everybody should, and he has trouble relating to people that don't have the same work ethic
Right.
as he does.
Yep.
And he's got to learn that not everybody is in that job for the reason he is, and not everybody thinks or does things the way Justin would like to have them done. So that's a hard learning curve.
Yeah.
If he can overlook what he doesn't agree with and just do his job, he'll be a lot happier.
Hmm. But he is looking in the wrong places. There's
Well,
better
he needs to-
companies.
yeah, he needs to find a company that has the ideals and the work ethic that he has,
Hmm.
and they are out there. You
Yeah.
just got to look for them.
Caprice, I want to tell you, first of all, you're welcome. But number one, of the other thing I want to tell you is,
Let us know if you're coming.
yeah, let us know if you're coming so
Yeah.
we can reserve a seat or
Yeah.
pre-purchase your tickets on the website. Then
Yes,
that
please.
saves the seats.
Mhm.
But I want to tell you this. Your mother feels Denise, right?
Mhm.
Denise, she feels like she's coming like a person who is waking up out of a really
I was going to
heavy
say out
dream.
of a deep sleep.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And it's like she feels like she's coming out of it, and she's looking at actually looking at things around her. It's like, wow, the amazement and things like that.
That's because the colors are vivid,
Hmm.
and the white light, the peace, the love. People usually, the love is just so much over there. You can't even explain it, is what you said.
Yeah.
And what I've heard other people say, I haven't experienced it to that degree yet. And I find it people, for lack of a better term, they are in awe. They're in
Yeah.
awe of how that love and peace and comfort and loving is, and which is a good thing.
And there's even people over there that feel like, is this real?
Yeah.
Can this be real? So I did that when I had my near-death
Yeah, you
experience.
did,
I was
yeah.
like,
Yeah.
this isn't, remember I
And-
said this isn't normal.
And one thing you said that other people I've talked to have also verberated. Get that word? Verberated, reverberated, whatever. I like that word. I'm going to keep that. Is that even though it's a bright white light, it's not harsh. It doesn't affect your
It's
eyes.
a different kind
It's
of
a
white.
different kind. Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
a love
It's-
white.
yeah. Which
Debbie,
is cool.
you're welcome. Terry, you're welcome. Cynthia, you're welcome. Vicky says there was a small white feather as I got out of my car at YMCA. It made me smile thinking of my family on the other side. Any thoughts?
That's another example of a sign. And usually when you see a small white feather, that's an angel saying that I'm with you.
Hmm.
So whether the family told the angel to do it or the angel did it, so that when you're thinking of your family, you have the connection. Either way, it works.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And J Dog says, thank you. I feel the same. Just couldn't
Mhm.
find the words.
Doesn't mean that Justin's thinking wrong or acting wrong or nothing. He just you raised him to have a certain way to look at work and how to get it done, and
Hmm.
that's good. But he's got to find the environment that reflects that where he works, so he feels good about it.
Yes. Oh my God. You know what?
It's time for Sharon's Joke of the Week.
All right.
Dogs
was
are
that?
not the only animal you can train.
Did you hear that?
I got earplugs in. How could I hear that?
Oh, yeah.
Well-
We'll find out.
What am I supposed to hear?
I don't know. I heard like somebody was at our back door.
Oh,
Just a bang.
well, I heard 3 knocks the other night. We're coming up on talking to the other side.
That was on the ceiling. If you love me. Twice on the pipes.
Yeah. Anyway, dogs are not the only animal you can train, because I had a goldfish that could break dance on the carpet. He only did it for about 20 seconds, but he was good.
Hmm.
Mhm.
That deserves 2. Even the third one. Okay. And your next one?
I'm trying to read.
Did I scare you?
No, I'm trying to read. Oh gosh. Getting older is just one part of your body saying that scratch that.
There's the joke.
Getting older is just one body part after another is saying, ha, you think that's bad? Watch this.
That one I know.
That one we all know, the older we get. Flip and I decided last week that we're never going to go to bed angry with each other. So we haven't been asleep since last Saturday.
You get applause and more applause. Second applause. No, you're going back to the one you skipped?
No.
Okay.
No, I did it. I did it.
Okay.
Anyway, I also want y'all to know I was robbed by 6 dwarfs today. Not happy.
Why you have to pick on the little people?
Well, St. Patrick's Day is coming up.
Crystal says, thanks for all the advice. You're welcome. And Vicky says, thank you. I've enjoyed the show. You two are fun.
Oh, thanks.
We try not to be. Believe it or not.
Well, we haven't slept since Saturday.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true.
Anyhow, this is what? Tuesday? Wednesday's a showcase. I'll see all my peeps there tomorrow night. The speaker is Donna Sebo, right? You're not going to play that song, remember?
Oh, shoot. That was
Short-term memory.
Yeah.
Well, it's too late now. You already played it.
It's all right. We won't.
Anyway, have a good day. Remember, it's the 9-day endings and beginnings, so go for the new stuff coming in and say bye to the old and let it go.
Yeah. And have a good week. And we'll see you back here next Tuesday because we won't be here Saturday because of our Talking to the Other Side event.
And like we always say, what a wonderful world.
Mm-hmm.
Love you, Mom and Dad.
Bye. Have a good
You're
week.
welcome.